You guys, there's no point in listening to videos on how to get your ex back, either mine or those of other coaches, if when the moment of truth arrives, when your ex finally reaches out, and when your ex finally says something significant, you then throw everything you've learned out the window and just go on instinct alone. You're so surprised to hear from your ex, and you're even more surprised and thrilled that they say something that you think is significant or actually is significant. That it's like, oh, yeah, whatever, whoever, whatever Lucia said, who cares, whatever. My ex is here. They texted me. That's it. We're getting back together. That's not how it works. That's not how you get your ex back. And you're going to end up screwing things up and regretting it for the rest of your life. So, what's the proper way to handle it when you finally hear from your ex? Stay tuned and you'll find out. And if you haven't already guessed, yes, something happened with a client of mine where he screwed everything up because he didn't listen, and I don't want it to happen to you. So I'll tell you what's going on. But first, in case you don't know who this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no contact army. I hope you've been a good little soldier, unlike some people. And if you need help to stay in no contact, be sure to download my app Silencio. The link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. Okay, so first thing, people are almost always surprised when they hear from their ex. I've said a million times, but in case you're a new listener, 90% of you are going to hear from your ex. Okay? You should not be surprised. You should be expecting it. Every day should be like, all right, where is he? Where is she? I know they're going to reach out at some point. So where are they? Because if you are surprised and you freak out, you're not going to be able to think straight. So expect a text, expect a message, but that is just the first step of many steps that need to be taken to get your ex back. It's not easy to get an ex back. It's easy for me to help you get your ex back because apparently, for some reason, that's my talent. For me, it's easy to help someone get their ex back if they listen to me and do what I say. But it is not easy for most people to get their ex back, especially if they're not working with a coach, because you're going to do the total opposite of what you need to do. So already we have a difficult situation. Don't make it even worse by just veering off on your own and thinking you know what the hell to do just because it's your ex. You don't know what to do. You're too emotional. Secondly, you do not get an ex back by having one conversation, even if they say, oh, I missed you, I want to see you, and then you get back together. That rarely happens. Want me to prove it to you? Okay. Let me ask you this. How many times have you gone on a first date and after the first date, you agreed, or the other person agreed, to be exclusive? How many people become exclusive after one date? Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, not too many. 1%? I don't know. Is it possible? Of course. Probable? No. Very few become exclusive after one date, and very few people get back together after one phone call. So to get to what happened with my client, and I can't give too much information because this is an ongoing situation, just in case the ex is listening. Probably not, but you never know. But I'm heated about this right now, so I need to do this while I'm still passionate rather than later when I come from a more logical point of view. Not that I'm not going to be logical today, but you know. So I spoke with him about 2 months ago, and he's anxious. Surprise, surprise. And because of the situation, I told him he was definitely going to hear from his ex because she got into a rebound like immediately. Actually, she met the guy and then she broke up with this guy like a week later. And I said, yeah, don't even worry about it. And I'm sure I said, please work on your anxious attachment style. And if I didn't, well, And I recommend that to all my clients who have anxiety, because that's the key. And I know it's not sexy to have to work on yourself and to read a book about anxiety, but if you don't, you're going to do what this guy did. So after about 2 months, the ex contacts him. She's done with the other guy. So he just jumps right in. Who cares about the 6 questions that I always talk about? Just jumps right in. Oh, I love you, la 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 la. They start hanging out. In fact, it was in a different state. She was in a different state. So he flew to her. Another big mistake. Of course, didn't ask the 6th question. He just jumped right in with both feet, thinking that just because she contacted him, yeah, now they'd be back together. So that lasted a few days. And what do you know? Surprise, surprise again. Now she's like, oh, I don't know. I'm so stressed from this other breakup. We'll see, if it's meant to be, we'll come back together. So now he's freaking out even more because he thought for sure that they were getting back together. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not how it goes. And to quote something that he wrote to me, he said, my anxiety is kicking in. I really don't want to lose her again. I haven't reached out and I'm waiting and I'm giving her the space. Don't want to lose her again. What do you mean again? You didn't get her back the first time. So how can you lose someone again if you never had them back? Just because they contact you and tell you a few things that sound good, it doesn't mean they're back. So she actually said to him that she needed space, and he agreed with it. And then he finally contacted me. Like, he didn't keep me in the loop when all this was going on, because again, people hear from their exes and they think, oh yeah, I don't need Lucia anymore. Well, apparently you do, because he said to her, okay, I'm here waiting for you. Absolutely wrong thing to say, because you're taking away their anxiety. And I said, you need to text her back and say, actually, you know what? I need space too, so that's fine. And he said, no, I can't do that. She might block me. Well, let me tell you something about blocking. If someone blocks you, guess what? They can also unblock you. I know, shocking as it is. Yeah, they can actually unblock you once they block you. And 2, if someone blocks you because you express your feelings, because you say that you too need space, they're trying to control you. Okay, it's about control. Oh, I don't like what you said, so I'm blocking you to teach you that next time that you express your feelings and you say something that I don't like, I'm going to block you. So, of course, he didn't do what I said. So, because of his anxiety and fear of losing her, he is coming across as beta, otherwise known as a pussy. And women need to feel safe. They cannot feel safe with the beta. They cannot feel safe if they have your balls in their purse. They cannot feel safe if you're a doormat. They cannot feel safe if they know that they can do whatever they want and you're just going to sit there and take it because you're so anxious and because you are so interested in them and because you can't live without them. Again, the key to this whole thing is anxiety, working on your anxiety. That way, if you're a man, you don't hand your balls over to someone else and you're not afraid to express your feelings because they might block you. And she's using all kinds of excuses. Oh, I'm stressed. Stress, when someone says they're stressed, that's a lie. I mean, yeah, they could definitely be stressed, but if they use that as their reason for backing away, no, it just sounds good. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, okay, I'll leave you alone. No. If you are truly someone's partner, if they truly love you and care about you and have high interest in you, they're not going to get rid of you because of stress, because you are their de-stressor. You help them feel safe. You help them relax. You help regulate their nervous system. So why would they get rid of you if they're stressed? It's because it sounds like a good excuse to use when they want to back away. So what should he have done instead? Because he did everything wrong. Well, when she first contacted him and she said, oh, I left the other guy, whatever she said, he should have said, that's nice. What do you want with me? What does it have to do with me? Oh, well, I want you back. Okay, maybe. We'll see. We can talk about it. And then you slowly bring up the 6 questions. You don't just jump right in. Oh my God, you're available again. You're free. Okay, I'll fly right over to you right now as fast as I can. You don't start saying, I love you. You dip your toe in very, very slowly. Rushing to get your ex back is not going to work. As much as your nervous system wants you to hurry up and get on stable ground, you need to go slowly, but you're not going to be able to because you have an anxious attachment style or an anxious avoidant attachment style. So again, for those of you who have that attachment style, I'm literally begging you, if you want the best chance to get your ex back, you have to, well, you don't have to do anything. You know, if you want to be average, and most people are, if you want to be mediocre, and most people are, then don't do anything. But if you really want to have the best chance at a great relationship, then you need to work on your attachment style. And if you can't go to therapy, there's books. There's the book Anxiously Attached, and there's the book Attached. And I'll put the link below the video, and start working on it by yourself so that when you do hear from your ex, you will be more than capable of handling the situation, whether you're getting coaching from me or not. So I hope I've made myself clear. Okay? So now I'd like to hear from you. How long have you been in no contact, and how's it going? And if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can go to theartoflove.net/coaching, and we will send you the rates. They are not on the website. The direct link is underneath every single video and podcast. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast and you want to help the show, download this episode. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.